This is an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar on working with still images in Apple Final Cut Pro. Hi, my name is Larry Jordan. In this short excerpt, I'll demonstrate simple-to-use Photoshop tools to repair and improve still images for video projects. Wouldn't it be cool if I could rotate this image and not have any white edges and not lose any image size? And in the past, we couldn't, but now we can. Select the crop tool, and we're going to take the aspect ratio out. We'll just set this to 0. And expand. Let's go back to here. Click the crop tool. Notice it's got Command-Z. There we go. Notice it's got the entire image. This time I'm going to rotate the crop by clicking near a corner, but outside the frame, and just manually adjust it so the mountain looks like it's going vertical and the water looks like it's doing what it should be doing, and everybody's happy. But notice that the crop is, by definition, it's inside the picture frame. I hit the escape key to get back out. This time I check content aware with the crop tool selected, and now when I rotate, it doesn't change the size of the image. Let's get that to look about right about there. And notice I've got a gap here, and a gap here, and a gap around the corners. When I press return, what Photoshop does is it looks at the entire image and it fills those gaps with appropriate material. Watch the corners. Look at that. All the gaps are gone. This works best when you're dealing with things like sky or water or general textures, but not a clearly defined pattern, like a very complex tablecloth or a Persian carpet would not work well here. But sky, water, grass, mountains, stuff that there's texture, but the texture can be repeated and you're not going to notice it. These fixes become invisible. So the only difference is that we selected the crop tool and turned on content aware before rotating the image to have it automatically fill that out. This is a shot of me on the couch, except this time I didn't remove the dust. And you can start to see all those grains of white on the edges of my face and my beard up in here. This is the stuff that the scanner removed automatically that now I have to do manually. We could use the clone tool right here, but a better tool, especially for this kind of repair, is the spot healing brush. We go down 7 tools and select spot healing brush and just click on that which you want to clean up. And as long as the spot healing brush, that's the white circle, is bigger than the object you're clicking on, Photoshop will replace it with the media that should be there. Now here's a trap. Notice that this dot is right on my hairline. You don't want to put the spot healing brush over the center. You want to adjust it so it's either in the hair or in the skin, but not spanning, or you're going to get some weird results. Drag across to fix it. Here I've got this stuff. We'll just drag across to fix it. Now you start to see why I like having a scanner remove this automatically, because cleaning up all these dots can take me 15 minutes to a half an hour, and it's not going to do as good a job as the scanner does. So ideally, get the dust and scratches removed using scanner software. If you can't, the spot healing brush will allow you to clean up a lot of problems just by finding the problem, clicking on it, and it's going to automatically heal it using the pixels that surround where that area was. But sometimes we have bigger problems to worry about. For instance, here, another Milford Sound shot, a spectacular waterfall sliding down the face of a mountain with a Yahoo's head in the center of it. Now, I could zoom in, but then I lose the shoreline. I'm going to lose the base of the waterfall. I would like to be able to see everything, but his head's in the way. This next tool, which uses AI, is magical. It's called the patch tool. You just take the patch tool and drag around his head like this. I've now selected his head. Click and drag in the center of it and drag it somewhere else and get the shorelines to align. And look at that, he's gone. There's a little bit of residual right there, so we'll just take that, move it up into the water. Is that amazing or what? We went from a shot which was not bad, with a Yahoo's head in it, to really lovely, and you'll never notice the repair. So first, we do the best we can with the scan to make the image look as good as possible. Then I bring the image into Photoshop and tweak it, and as you can see, I'm not spending a lot of time with each of these, but enough to make the picture better each step of the way. So when it does get to Final Cut, all Final Cut has to do is to edit the image and add animation. I can't repair images in Final Cut like I can in Photoshop. I can't do the kind of color cast removal that I can in a scanning software, and the dust removal is just unparalleled. So you use each tool for what it is, and I'm not saying you spend hours and hours on each image. We don't necessarily have that much time, but I'm not spending more than a few seconds, less than a minute, on fixing any of these images. This was an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar on working with still images in Apple Final Cut Pro. For the complete version of this training, please visit my store at larryjordan.com/store and look for Webinar 346. By the way, when you need to stretch your training dollars, membership in our video training library saves you money and time. You can access all our videos for a low monthly price of only $19.99. That's almost 2,000 movies, hundreds of hours on a wide variety of subjects. Plus, premium members can download practice media and projects. Our training covers a variety of software, and we update it multiple times each month. For more information, visit larryjordan.com/membership. And thanks.